Good morning, YouTube. How are you this morning? I'm pretty good. Actually slept really well last night. It is 7:45 a.m. Central Time, and I'm in Houston, Texas at North Shore Steel and Pipe. It's off of 610 and I-10 and Federal on the east side of town. After we talked last night, I pretty much went straight to bed. After going through Facebook and a few other things. Let's see. Got up this morning at 6:30, left at 6:45, got here at 7. This place was relatively easy to find, even though there were no directions in the system, so I kind of updated that when I got here. Checked in and was told that they are very short-handed, i.e. they have one person working, and they would get to me as quickly as they could. There are two trucks in front of me that need to unload as well. There's not really much to say. It's a little early in the morning. But once I'm done here, hopefully I can get out of here pretty soon. I like to spend no more than 2 hours here. I don't want any more detention time this week. I mean, I'll take it if I get it, but I don't want any more because I got to go down the street to the ports on Industrial Road. It's about 3 miles away, and load up at BDM Coating and pick up some coils. Those are going to Central States in Cedar Hill. We've been there a few times, and I'm hoping it's not due till Tuesday morning. What I would like to do is, if I can get out of Houston, say by 11 o'clock, I'm going to call them and see if they want them today. And if they do, then I will deliver it today and just get home late in the evening. If not, then I'll just leave them on my truck till Tuesday. Just don't know yet. This weekend I do have plans, and did talk about it yesterday. But we are going camping this weekend. My stepson does not know yet. He's assuming that we're going to hang around the house for Memorial Day, but we're not. We're actually going to go up to Oklahoma to the Black Kettle National Grasslands and stay in one of the what they call dispersed camping sites. It's actually primitive camping. There's no RV hookups, there's no roads, there's no bathrooms, there's nothing. Put everything we need to take with us is going to go with us, and we have to bring everything back out. And we like the primitive camp, which means we set up tents, we cook over open fires. If we can catch our dinner out of the lake, we will, or the river, depending on where we decide to actually camp. There are no designated campsites. You park, backpack everything in, set up, and have a nice quiet weekend. It is going to be rather hot this weekend, from my understanding, in the 90s. That won't be too bad. We have a really nice tent, and of course we have everything we need for that kind of stuff, especially since we do a lot of camping with the Boy Scouts. But this time it's just going to be the three of us and the dog, and we're just going to have a really nice quiet time. Place we're going, it doesn't have it has phone service, but there's no internet access, and so it'll be books and nature watching and hiking and relaxing and enjoying the great outdoors, as opposed to sitting in front of the television rotting my brain like I usually do. But we're heading out tomorrow morning and driving up there. It's about a 5-hour drive, and we'll probably get there probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon, because we'll make a few stops along the way, eat lunch. I want to stop by the Black Kettle battlefield over by Dead Warrior Lake and kind of check that out. I've never been there. Maybe take some pictures and do some sightseeing. Going to be a fun weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted. The guy in front of me is removing his tarps and his plastic and stuff, and there's big signs everywhere that say reflective safety vest and glasses and hard hat. This guy is wearing a t-shirt, a ball cap backwards, tennis shoes, and I can't tell what kind of pants those are. Those look like those denim looking pajama pants, and you can definitely see what religion is. These things are so tight, you might be wearing ballet pants. Holy moly. Oh man, can't unsee that. But gonna be a fun weekend, and I'm hoping that you will take advantage of this Memorial Day weekend and do something fun, but don't forget the meaning of Memorial Day and what it's all about. It's not all about barbecues, fishing, and going to the lake and all that good stuff. It is about remembering those people who served and paid the ultimate sacrifice for that service, for the freedom that you and I enjoy, as well as every American or every person in this country, whether legally or illegally. Enough on that. So just remember, keep the true spirit of Memorial Day in your mind as you barbecue out this weekend and do all the other stuff you're going to do. And for those in the UK, it's kind of like Remembrance Day. So that's pretty much it for right now. I guess we'll talk when I get over to the ports. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I am ready for the grave. God. Man. It is 12:45 p.m. Central Time, and I'm in Houston, Texas at BDM Precoat, across from the port. Or one of them anyway. Let's see. Last we talked, I was waiting to unload just a few miles away at North Shore, and I didn't have any problems. There's a little bit better. Oops. The clouds are reflecting the light weird. As you can see, I'm soaked. I was at North Shore waiting to unload. I guess about 15-20 minutes after we talked, they come over and checked my load, and then they sent me around to the unload area, which is across the street. And then I got all my stuff off because they wouldn't have taken nothing off until after we went across the street. Got everything off, and I mean, I hadn't even finished getting the chains off, and the guy was already trying to pull shit off the load. I mean, whoa, dude, give me a freaking second. And got the stuff off, he got it off, and then I pulled around, went back across the street to ship it to receiving, to get my paperwork, and then sent them an empty call, and they gave me this load here, as it's going to Cedar Hill, due Tuesday morning. I would wanted to deliver it today, but after all the time I spent here, it's not happening. That's all right. I think I might be dead if I had to unload it today. Got here and checked in. You check in at one place, and then you go to another place to load, like any other place around here. And I waited about. Well, I got here, and it was 1 hour and 58 minutes before they put the first coil on. There you go. Sorry. I picked up 8. Well, it's actually 2, but it's 8. 2 slitted shotgun coils. Actually 7. 2 slitted shotgun coils. One with 3 sections, one with 4 sections, and they're not banded. They're all different sizes too. It's all screwed up. So, and they told me what they wanted me to set for. So I set up for multiple slitted shotgun, based on what they told me it was going to be, and it didn't work out that way. So I got like about 3 feet between my coils. Not that that's that big of a deal. We can live with that. Just got a coil block and chain it instead of using H blocking between them. But as I finished securing up the 2 slitted shotgun coils and getting ready to throw the tarp on there, and the guy came back and said, "Wait, we got more." And I'm like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, you got 2 slitted skidded coils to go with it too. Those are slitted, they're stacked on top of each other." I'm like, "I didn't set up for that. Y'all didn't tell me that. If they had told me that, I would have
separated the coils even more and put them in the middle between them. It made the middle works really, really well. Or put them in the front or something. So I started looking at it. I spent like 20 minutes going over the weights and the layout and everything else. And short of telling him to take it all off so we can move it around, I had to put him on the back as close to that rear coil as you can get. It's about that far from it, but it's enough. I got that. But I used everything. I used 14 straps, and let's see, all 8 chains, all 8 binders, all my edge protectors, almost all my coil blocks. I had to use straps for some of the CBCs. You know, it's just a freaking mess back there. And I got the tarp on it, and I realized after I rolled it out, I grabbed the wrong tarp. I grabbed the one that's junky. But it was too hot. It's like 94% humidity. It's 88 degrees. The sky is cloudy except for when I'm actually doing something outside. The sun comes out. I'm just drenched head to toe. I mean, my socks and my boots squish. I mean, I'm drenched, as you can tell. So it was just an ordeal. It was an ordeal. I mean, I don't mind shotgun coils. Even slitted shotgun ain't too bad. But multi-slitted shotgun combined with other stuff, man, I hate pre-coat. Every time we go to a pre-coat of some kind, it's always like this. So, and they're always going to Central States. I should learn. But the only upshot is this load pays really, 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 really well. I'm talking about a lot more than what it should. And I'm not going to complain. But I'm thinking it probably pays more because it's got to cover Memorial Day weekend and the fact that it's slitted. These are tough loads. I definitely earned every penny today. So, I'm going to go in the back here and change clothes. I'll take my clothes off, wipe down, dry off, and put on a pair of shorts and my tennis shoes because I'm going home after this. And I don't generally drive with shorts, but it's all I got left in the truck. And I need to do that. So that's going to be it for this week. I will talk to y'all on Monday when I unload, Tuesday when I load this, and I already have another load for after that. Pick it up at the Home Depot. I'm gonna be late for it. They gave me a 5 a.m. pickup. Can't ever have enough Gatorade in when you're hot. So that's going to be it. Like I said, I'm going to go camping this weekend. I'm going to have a really good time. I hope y'all have a very good Memorial Day weekend. But like I said earlier, take time to remember what it's really about. It's about the men and women who sacrificed for your freedom, paid the ultimate sacrifice. And even for those, to a certain point, that are still with us, that are disabled or injured. So take a moment out of your busy weekend eating hot dogs and drinking beer, or whatever it is you decide to do, to be thankful for just a minute. I would appreciate it, and so would all the people who never came home. So with that said, see you Tuesday. Keep the shiny side up, 73s. Be safe, because you're free.